All right, let's talk about a certain kind of burnout. The kind you don't really notice. You know, it's that deep, creeping exhaustion that maybe you won't even admit to yourself. But trust me, everyone around you, they can see it clear as day.
So, have you ever had one of those days? You're busy from morning till night, your calendar is just packed. But then when it's all over, you look back and think, what did I actually do today? And you've got nothing. It's so frustrating, right? And honestly, it's a massive red flag for what we're getting into. Okay, so how do you know if this whole invisible burnout thing has got its hooks in you? We're going to break down 4 key signs. Let's see if any of these sound a little too familiar. First up, task paralysis. You know what I'm talking about. That simple 5-minute email you've got to send, suddenly it feels like you're staring down a final exam. It's this monumental task. And even if you do manage to get it done, it leaves you feeling all stressed out and anxious. Way more than it should. And then there's the mask we all wear. Someone comes up to you, "Hey, you good? Kaya pa?" And what do you say? The automatic answer is always, "Yep." Oh, we just put on this brave face for everyone, no matter what's actually going on inside. But deep down behind that quick yes, there's a part of you that is just screaming to hit the pause button on life, right? To just get off the treadmill for a second and breathe. That huge gap between what you're showing the world and what you're actually feeling, that's a classic sign.
Okay, next up is what I call the productivity trap. It's this crazy cycle, right? You look at your to-do list and your brain goes, this isn't enough. So what do? You add like 5 more things just to feel productive. But by the end of the day, you're just completely swamped and you've only managed to cross off, what, maybe 2 things, if you're lucky. And sign number 4, oh man, this one is just so real. You've been running around all day, just jumping from task to task, but then someone asks you, so what'd you get done today? And nothing. Your mind just goes completely blank. It's like your brain can't find the files for the day, just total mental fog. All right, so recognizing the signs is step 1. But to really get a handle on this, we've got to ask why. Why does this happen? Let's dig into some of the root causes that have so many of us just running on empty. Well, it's usually not just one thing, right? It's a mix. Your workload is way too heavy and you're not getting nearly enough rest to balance it out. And then there's that classic, oh, I'll just do it myself mindset, so you never ask for help. And maybe the biggest one of all, 0, and I mean 0, real quiet time. You know, those moments where your brain can finally actually just switch off? And this is such a key point. A lot of us think of burnout as this big, dramatic breakdown, right? But it's usually not like that at all. It's more of a slow, quiet drain. I love this analogy. It's like your phone is on low battery mode. Yeah, it's still running, but just barely. Okay, pay close attention to this next part because it is so, so important. We're going to talk about reframing how you think about all of this because the story we tell ourselves in our heads, it's usually dead wrong. Seriously, how many times have you stared at an unfinished to-do list and thought to yourself, oh, I'm just so lazy? Let's just bust that myth right now. The truth is, it's not about being lazy. It has nothing to do with a lack of motivation. The truth is, you are mentally and emotionally exhausted, and that's a whole different ballgame from just being physically tired. And hey, let's be real for a second. There's another layer to this, isn't there? Sometimes you're not just tired of the work. You're tired of people. Social burnout is 100% real. That feeling where you just don't have the energy for one more conversation? Yep, that's part of it too. So if the problem is exhaustion, it seems obvious the solution is rest, but it's not just any kind of rest. Let's dive into what real rest actually is. All right, first things first, and this is just a gentle reminder for you. You are not a machine. You're just not. You cannot be productive 24/7. We weren't built to run nonstop. And you're not a power bank either. You don't have an endless supply of energy to give to everybody else. Your capacity has a limit. You just can't keep giving and giving from an empty well. You've got to recharge your own battery. And oh yeah, let's talk about coffee. We all treat it like it's the magic solution, don't we? But really, all it is a short-term loan you're taking out on tomorrow's energy. Sure, it might patch you up for an hour or so, but it does absolutely nothing to fix the real deep-down exhaustion. So that brings us to what real rest actually means. And look,
It's not about booking some expensive 2-week vacation. I mean, that can be stressful all on its own. Real, actual restorative rest can be super simple. It can be accessible. It can be free. It could literally be just 5 minutes of you staring out a window. No phone, no music, no one asking you for anything. Just quiet. I really want you to let this one sink in for a second. You know that feeling of panic? That feeling that everyone else is racing ahead and you're just falling behind? That's not a reflection of you or your worth. It's a symptom. It's a symptom of being exhausted. You are not failing. You're just tired.
So, I'm going to leave you with a question. And please, don't add this to your to-do list, okay? This is just something for you to think about. When was the last time you really, and I mean really, gave yourself permission, guilt-free, to just pause?